Welcome to the Infinite Carousel. Here we talk about real growth, the messy, the beautiful, the imperfect kind. Let's dive right in. If you're anything like me, you probably grew up thinking that everything has to be done right the first time. The first time you do it, it has to be done right. As I got older and as I evolved and healed myself, I realized that progress is more important than perfection. This is how I'm reframing the idea of progress. I stayed stuck for a very long time in my life because I wanted things to be perfect. And I mean, in every area of my life, everything had to be perfect. I had no room for failure. I didn't understand when I failed. Because throughout my childhood, I was always doing things right. You know, when you're still in school, you're like you're a top student. You always get validation from your peers, your teachers, your parents. But when I got out to the real world, things changed. So I have stayed stuck and stagnant in my life because I did not want to make mistakes. I did not want to fail in public. I did not want to be seen as not good enough. I didn't understand how people could just put themselves out there and fail in front of the whole world. But now I'm understanding that nobody cares. Nobody's watching you. Everybody's got their own imperfections. So slowly I'm recovering from that complex of wanting to be perfect all the time. And this problem of perfectionism also leads to procrastination. I've procrastinated on so many important projects that I wanted to start in my life, and I still have not started them. Even with this YouTube channel was supposed to be launched many years ago, but I kept talking myself out of it because of this thing of wanting to do things right the first time I do them. Not knowing how important the process leading up to what I would call perfection. Leading up to that process is very important. That builds your confidence. It builds who you are meant to be. So I'm really proud of myself for starting this channel. I really am. I've done a lot of planning, but I realize that the more I plan, the more I delay. The more I try to make things right, make things perfect. I'm a person who likes writing things down. I like scheduling. I like journaling. I like planning. I think on paper. I like thinking out loud, but on paper. But all these things that I've planned in my life have never come to fruition because I haven't taken any action. I will always try to find an excuse not to begin something. But life has taught me that it is okay to be a beginner. It's okay to begin and be new at something. Nobody's born knowing everything. And that's been a very tough lesson for me. Like I said in a previous video, vulnerability and beginning again is not something to be ashamed of. So now, currently, I am making a lot of progress because I let go of the idea of being perfect. Because perfectionism leads to procrastination. Procrastination leads to stagnancy. Perfection is a moving target. Every time you reach this target, it moves. So you never reach it. That's essentially what I'm trying to say. You never reach this target of perfection because it's always moving. At every level of life and at every stage you are in, you're always going to aim higher. You're always going to want more. You're always going to strive to achieve more than what you have achieved already. So I hope that if you're planning to start a YouTube channel, if you're planning to start a new project, if you're planning to study, you're planning to start a business, just start it messy. Just start. Just begin. Begin where you are. You learn as you go along. A lot of people have let go of their dreams because of this problem. You know, perfectionism also leads to chronic procrastination. And chronic procrastination leads to a life that was not well lived. What if success is not about being perfect? What if success is the process of imperfections, mistakes, the risk, the process on its own? Progress means you tried, you learned, you adjusted, and you grew. That's progress for me. Now, instead of asking, did I do it right? Was it perfect? Did I do it the way it's supposed to be done? Did I do it like other people? Just count the small, tiny steps that you took towards achieving your goal. And those tiny steps build up over time and they lead to success. When you redefine success around progress, everything changes. So how can you reframe success? Number one, set tiny goals. And I mean tiny goals. Celebrate small wins. Allow messy first tries. Allow them. Track your growth and not just your results. Be kinder to yourself. And the truth is, being done is better than being perfect. Published is better than polished, but not published. So my last message to you is, start small, start messy, start scared, start where you are. If this message resonates with you, leave me a comment and tell me what you're working on so I can cheer you on. I know it's not easy, but you'll get there. So until next time, keep riding on your infinite carousel, and I'll see you in the next video.